back at again with another What If video. Today is the second part of What If Deku was Venom. Haha. Yes, so the last time we left off with Deku getting the letter, and the acceptance letter to UA. So then, the next day, Deku goes to UA. He's looking for the classroom. He gets a little bit lost, but then he finds class 1A. And then he's thinking in his mind, why is the door so big? Is there people with big quirks in here? So then he opens the door and he sees this. Ida and Bakugo arguing. So then he looks at Bakugo, Bakugo looks at him. Bakugo is wondering, how the heck did this weakling get into UA? Now, you must be wondering, doesn't Bakugo know about Deku's Venom quirk? Well, last What If I didn't mention that Bakugo, even though he was knocked down, he didn't see Deku turn into Venom. So yeah. So Bakugo still thinks Deku is quirkless. So then Bakugo's wondering how the heck did this kid get in, this quirkless kid. So then Deku feels a tap on his shoulder and he turns around. It's Uraraka. And Uraraka says, "Thank you for saving me from the zero pointer." And then Deku says, "It's okay. Anyone would do that." So then Tenya Ida walks by and he starts saying, "Hello, my name is Tenya Ida." And Deku says, "Yeah, I know." And then Tenya Ida said, "Well, you're clearly a better hero than me, since you knew there was more part than destroying the robots." Then Deku was like, "No, I really did not know that there was hero points that were involved with this." So then the next thing they know, that their teacher is behind them. And we all know who this is. Our beloved, I forgot his name. Eraserhead. Yes. I'm just going to call him by his hero name. Mr. Aizawa, there you go. Mr. Aizawa's behind them. And he says it took you 8 seconds to be quiet. No, that will not do. And then he gets out of his sleeping bag. And then he says, "Put this on, we're going outside, doing your quirk assessment test." And everybody's like, "Ooh, this is gonna be fun." And then Mr. Buzzkill has to say, "Oh, you think this is fun? Well then, whoever gets last place gets expelled." And everybody's like, "Oh, that's unfair." And then Mr. Aizawa says, "Well, life isn't fair. Do you think natural disasters should happen because they happen," and all that. So then everybody goes to the locker, and then just to keep in mind, Deku during the 10 months of training, he was like balancing it like between muscle and quirk. So I'd say he's around, I want to say, hold on. Deku would be like around Kirishima buff. So Kirishima walks up to Deku and says, "Man, you're buff just like me. That's so manly." And then Deku's like, "Thank you. I try my best to work out." So then everybody leaves, they go outside, and Mr. Aizawa says, "Deku, come up and throw the ball." And then Deku just grabs the ball, and like, Bakugo is like, this quirkless is gonna get less than 5 meters, I guess. So then Tenya Ida says, "Don't you know that he has a quirk?" And then Bakugo says, "No, he doesn't have a quirk." And Tenya Ida says, "Didn't you hear what he did during the test?" And then Bakugo is in his head, what did he do in his test to get a pass. So then Bakugo looks at Deku. Deku has a big Venom arm. Not even full body, just a big Venom arm. And then he just chucks that. I mean, like, yeets. So he yeets the ball. And then he gets around, like... Oh, wait, let me just say... So I would say Venom would be around, like... Well, right now, since he's in a new host, I would say 15%. And guys, let me know in the comment section if that's a little bit too high, like 15%. Let me know if that's too high. And so yeah, so he chucks it. And then Deku gets 100, no. I would say 500,000 meters. And then, I'm not sure if that's, like, far, but then Bakugo is, like mad. He's like, how the F did you get a quirk, you quirkless? And then he starts chasing after, then he runs after Deku, basically. Then Mr. Aizawa races his quirk. Oh yeah, while Deku was trying to throw the ball, Mr. Aizawa was trying to erase his quirk, but that didn't happen. So then Mr. Aizawa grabs Bakugo, erases his quirk, and then he tells him, cut it out and all that shit. And then we get through the rest of the stuff. Deku gets first place in every single one of them besides the ball throw, because nobody can beat Infinity, okay? I don't want to hear no debates in the comment section. Nobody can beat Infinity. So then Deku is first all around, and fuck it, let's keep Mineta as much as I hate him. Just for the fan service, God, Jesus Christ. So then Mr. Aizawa says he was just joking. He just wanted everybody to go full strength. And then we see in the distance All Might. But he's not. But he's like more worried about Deku because he has Venom. Can't take my Venom. So then, yeah. And then Mr. Aizawa walks past there. They have their little confrontation, but instead of like All Might talking about Deku, he's like letting him know to stay calm with the Venom kid thing. So then Mr. Aizawa tells him to mind his business and to leave him alone and all that shit. And leave his kids alone and that shit. So then the rest of the day goes by. Then pouty bitch Bakugo. He leaves. Deku is wondering why did he leave. But he didn't actually leave. He's like at the front of the gate about to leave. And then Tenya Ida tells him that he's at the front of the gate. He's about to leave. And he said he was dropping out. So then Deku goes up and talks to Bakugo outside. Bakugo is like, what do you want, you quirkless? Or should I say Deku? And then Bakugo is like, how did you even get your quirk? Deku says, I must have been a late bloomer. And then Bakugo is like, bullshit. Sorry for my profanity. And then Deku is like, but I'm just like, fucking whatever I just said. Sorry for my profanity. So then Bakugo leaves. A few hours pass. Deku and Tenya Ida are about to go to the train. And then Uraka says, hey guys, are you going to the train? Can I come with you? And then they meet up. They introduce themselves, and then they go on the train, and that's the day. So then, next day, Deku goes to class, regular day happens, and then bam, the hero part. All Might comes in through the door like a hero. and then Froppy says, isn't that All Might in his hero age quirk? Not quirk, hero age costume. I believe that's what she said. Hero age costume. Yeah, that's it. So then everybody starts freaking out, and then all that. Or not Deku. All Might explains what they're doing. They're doing like heroes versus villains. And just to keep in mind, whoever Deku gets, that's the person that he's gonna be shipped with. Yes. Yeah. 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 So then they're going outside, they're getting their costumes ready. So then everybody comes out. Deku's the last person out. Now his costume is gonna be this one on the screen. This one. This one right here. This one right here. Oh shit. This one right here. This is gonna be Deku's costume. So basically, Deku's mom gave him the costume, and then Venom absorbed the costume, and then gave it a few enhancements to it, like the boots, they have a little bit more durability. The costume can handle Bakugo's explosions because it's fucking Venom, bro. And then, like, the mask is like, it's not teeth. It's not teeth. No. That'll be weird. It's just, like, it's like, hold on, let me see if I can find it. A lot of spoilers. Let's see if I can find it. It's like this one. This one right here. It's like this one. And this is going to be a future what if, and I'm not telling you what it is. So let's have it back here. So the mask is like that, but it's not going to have like the bunny ears. So then Deku comes out. Uraka says, nice costume. Everybody looks at Deku. They say, wow, that's a nice costume. It's really nice. Really flashy. What the fuck? Ignore that. That's just my window being a crackhead. So yeah, everybody's like, oh, nice costume. So All Might is doing the whole entire speech, telling them the rules. And then it's gonna be Bakugo and Todoroki versus Deku and Deku is being shipped with Mina. I believe that's her name. This girl. I forgot her name. I believe that is it, Mina. So it's Bakugo, Todoroki versus Deku and Mina. Yes. So then they get teamed up. Deku and Mina. They're like, oh, Mina is like, what is our plan? Deku says, well, probably Bakugo is going to come after me, so when he does, stay behind me. And then Minama says, all right. So they go into the building. They're on the 3rd floor. So then Bakugo attacks like the same way usual. So Deku, he doesn't know this, but Venom legit grabs his hand while Bakugo is midair. Bakugo puts the explosion to the hand, does nothing. So then Venom legit hulks. Like legit Hulk from the first Avengers. You know how he did the thing with Loki with the boom, 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 boom? Yeah, he does that with Bakugo. Like, bro, this man ain't playing. By the final hit, Bakugo is out for the count, bro. And then they wrap him up in tape. So then they go all the way up to the final floor. So Venom breaks down the door, and then the whole entire room is ice. So then Venom is having trouble walking around. So then Mina, She throws acid on the floor, which melts the ice. Smart girl. Melts the ice, and then Venom is able to walk. And then Todoroki uses his ice on Venom, but Venom is not fazed by this, so he just he does this move. Deku calls it hold on. So Deku calls this move Barrage. So what Venom does, Deku, he goes into holding his stomach position, like how your stomach hurts and you just bend down and start holding your stomach. Well, he's doing that, but Wakanda style, he's doing the Wakanda symbol while bending down. And then he goes up and moves his hands up, and then all these venom spikes comes out, but they're lethal. They're non-lethal. They won't kill anybody. So then it goes all over the room. All it does is just it does what Spider-Man does. He flings his spider webs, the person gets trapped. It does that basically. But it doesn't hit Mina. So then that happens. Todoroki's captured. They touch the bomb. Hero team wins. Isn't that easy? So then they head back into the room thing. Yeah. So then All Might says, since the hero team won, can somebody tell me why the villain team lost? So Monoma raises her hand. Monoma says, it's because the villain team split it up into twos, which would have been a bad idea because it would have been a 2-on-1 situation. And then she gets it correct. But All Might says, no, that is not correct. And then Minama, however you say your name, she is confused. And then All Might says, that is not because of that, because Deku has a strong quirk, and those two needed to stick together so they can. Basically what Monoma said, but just but All Might just adding it on to the quirk. And at the end of it, he says, Monoma, you were correct, but you missed one part, which was the quirk. So then that happens. Then all the other ones happen. Whoever was teamed up with Mina gets teamed up with Uraraka. So yeah, that happens. So then the school. So what happens after that part? So I'm just gonna say they all go back to home. Wait, no. So then once that's done, they go back to class. Mr. Aizawa says that in a few days, they're going to a facility called the USJ. And then everybody's excited for this. And then they go home. Because I ain't about to do that explaining shit. And then everybody goes home the next day. And then a few days pass. It's the USJ. So then everybody's on the bus. And then they head off to the USJ. And then they start talking about They start talking about their quirks. So then it goes to Deku. And then people say, oh, what is your quirk, Deku? And then Deku says he doesn't know. And then Bakugo screams out, bullshit. Yeah, he's just coming out like that. So then Deku is like, I'm serious, I really don't know what to call my quirk. And then Deku hears a voice in his head saying, Venom. So then Deku says, so that must be my quirk's name. So then Deku says, I got a name for it, Venom. And then everybody's like, nice name. That's actually kind of fly. That's actually kind of cool. So then that happens. Now they're at the USJ. Now they meet up with I believe her name was 18. I haven't watched the anime in a while. I'm still on season 4, so I haven't watched season 1 in a while. So then 18 explains what the facility is for. Like, it's not only Hero is not only being protecting people, it's also like saving people. So then that speech happens, and then Deku gets like a spidey sense tingling. I know. So then Deku is like, something's wrong. So then he looks down the steps. He sees a portal. And then the portal opens up, and then Deku says, "Are those villains a part of the program?" And then 18 says no. And then Mr. Aizawa drops down, starts beating butt, bro. Oh my god. So then the next thing you know, Mr. Aizawa's beating butt, and then the portal guy is on top of there, and he says, "Please stay calm, children. We are only here for All Might. We don't want to hurt any of you." Then Bakugo Kirishima, they attack him. Very dumb. So then they try and attack him. They get teleported back. So then the portal guy is like, okay, if you're going to act like that. He teleports almost everybody. He teleports. So Deku gets teleported to the yacht. Yes, yacht. He gets teleported to the yacht. And then Venom reacts quickly, and he just sends them to the yacht. Well, they don't land in the yacht, they land in the water. Venom shoots them out of the water into the yacht. So then Froppy and then the little guy's there. I forgot his name. Those two are there. They're like, how are we going to get out of here? There's so many water villains there. So then they create the same plan from the original. But instead of like Deku's like all for one for all, I mean, he's using like his spider webs. It's not spider webs, fucking he's using like a similar thing with the shockwave though, but weaker. So then they do that, and then they're sent on shore, and then hand job. I'm gonna call him that. The guy with a lot of hands on his face. Hand job. So then he tries to grab Froppy, but then Venom just like grabs him, picks him up, slams him on the floor. And once he's slammed on the floor, he's teleported away. And then another teleporter comes out, and it's the Nomu. And Shigaraki says, attack those kids. And then Venom just comes out, big buff Venom in this suit, but like even buffer. So then they're fighting, Venom and the Nomu, they're fighting. The Nomu, I would say he's barely Venom is barely holding on with the Nomu, because it's basically the All Might killer, bro. All Might killer. So Venom and Deku are struggling, and then Todoroki and Bakugo jump in, try and save him. And Ida did get out, so he's trying to get All Might right now. So then they're fighting. Then I am here. No. So then the Nomu, no. All Might doesn't come yet. So then Deku and Nomu, they're still fighting. And then Todoroki freezes the Nomu's leg while Bakugo grabs him in the face, explodes him. Nomu's on his knees, and then Venom sees his weak spot, the brain. And then Venom creates a big sword through the brain. And then Venom goes back down to Deku. And he's in this suit, but just not as buff. So then the Nomu's dead. Shigaraki wants to fight Deku now. So then Shigaraki tries to grab Deku. Deku grabs Shigaraki's hand. Does like the thing from the original anime that he does to Bakugo from the Heroes vs. Villains. That little over the hand flip thing. And then Shigaraki's on the floor. He gets up. And then Venom just grabs Shigaraki by the neck. And then he puts him towards him. Shigaraki is like, "What are you?" And Deku says, and Deku does this. And he says, "With Venom, we are Venom." And then then the portal guy teleports Shigaraki out of there. And then they get out of there. All Might gets there. He sees the Nomu's dead, basically. And then there's a bunch of villains still left. Oh yeah, and just to let you know, they get out of there when Froppy, Deku, and the little guy got out. They got out of there pretty early. So Mr. Aizawa didn't get beat up by the Nomu. And then the rest of the heroes come. They fight the rest of the villains. Then they clean up. Then they go home. Yeah. And that'll be it for today. I hope you guys enjoy this What If Venom Part 2. And I'll see you guys very, very soon. Later.